Hello there, this is the Tie-Dye Guy here with another round of Descent 2nd Edition. Here we are going to be playing through our Encounter 2 of the Castle Daerion quest. Encounter 1 went pretty well. The heroes were able to make it through, saving 2 of the villagers while lighting the beacons. And now, because of that, we're able to have 2 militiamen back us up as we charge into the castle to try and save Sir Palamon from the Overlord's forces. But before we get into all that, let's take a quick look at our heroes and see what their current status is from last time. So Grisbin here has is down 3 damage, but we decided to give let him have the power potion so we could reroll an attack, since he's pretty much our main damage dealer with his great iron battle axe here with all the piercing damage and the extra damage to add on top of that, plus his challenge as well. That allows him to do extra damage as he calls people out. Widow Tara here is hurt for 8, as tends to, tends to be her luck. She always gets beat up real bad on these, but 2 health left. But besides that, she's doing good. She has her magic staff, she has the armor, which actually gives her 1 extra health, so she can still take 3 before she's knocked down. And of course her reanimate will be coming into play as well. Next up we have Averick, who's only hurt for 1, has the steel broadsword, shield of the dark god, and a stamina potion in order to try and make sure we're able to use our healing abilities here to make sure everyone stays up and at him without a problem. And last we have Tomble here, no damage on Tomble, and lucky charm, wooden shield, throwing knives, nothing fancy here. So with all that being said, I believe we are ready to go. So let's take a look at what we have here for our baddies. Sir Alric Faro, he's going to be running in and trying to womp on Sir Palamon here. Our objective is to let Sir Palamon try and call in 5 more militiamen, which they're able to do. One militiaman per roll or per turn. We're going to be rolling an attribute check for him. So once we do 5 passes, heroes win the objective. If the Overlord is able to take down all 25 of Sir Palamon's hit points before then, though, then the Overlord wins the quest. So you see we have 4 different groups of monsters here. We have Sir Alric. Nothing too crazy. He just hits hits hard. Lots of health, lots of defense, and he's also able to charge through heroes if he's able to pass a strength check. So that isn't ideal. He's going to be able to get where he wants to go. We have our Ettins here, so they'll be able to throw the militiamen around without too much problem. We have the zombies. They're slow. They only can burn 1 move action versus the 2 normally, but they are able to grab our heroes, which means a good chance to immobilize them, and immobilize means they are not able to move for the whole next turn, which could be a problem. And our flesh molders are back, are the healers of the Overlord's party, but hopefully they don't get a chance to do too much of that. So the flesh molders are starting here, sitting on our entrance. We have the zombies sitting in the middle. Ettins are coming in the back way, along with Alric Faro also coming in the back way. So let's see what we want to do. I think we're going to have Averick here take a swing at a flesh molder using Shared Pain. So that will burn 1 stamina. And with this, hopefully we can hit all the 4 of the flesh molders, and this is going to allow Grisbin to go on a tear and trying to defeat a couple of these right out of the gate. So there's a blue and a red due to the steel broadsword. The flesh molders only have 1 white defense, so let's see what we get here. So 1, 2, 3 plus 1 stamina to burn. Let's go ahead and re-roll the red power die, as we're able to do for each attack roll. So 2, so 4, plus the 1 for 5 damage, so 2 get through, right? And then we're able to use Shared Pain to knock everyone else down 1. 1, 1, 1. So that was his first action. Oh, here, let me show you the Overlord card we have in play right now. It's only for when it's the Overlord's turn. It gives them an extra surge ability to do an extra 3 damage, which could be quite bad. So, Averick took a turn. Take out the Flesh Molder. I'm thinking we probably want to do a Healing Rain to try and make sure Widow Tarha stays up. So let's go ahead and burn 2 more fatigue since we have the stamina potion here. And let's roll 1 red power die and see how much everyone gets healed up here. Oh, okay, just 2. So that damage goes away. Those damage goes away. And you also lose 2. Because as the healing ray, every hero within 3 spaces of us recovers 2. So that's Averick's 2 actions. Now let's have Grisbin go, because he's going to hopefully go on a tear and take out both of these flesh molders here. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and challenge, just to try and make sure we do extra damage on this flesh molder here. Okay, so we're going to be able to do 1 extra damage to him on this attack. So let's see what we can do and take him out, and if we do, we're able to advance and hopefully hit the next flesh molder as well. So 1, 2, 3. We also have 1 pierce plus 1 damage for the challenge, which is 4. So this flesh molder is gone. Perfect. So let's go ahead and do an advance then, which allows us to take move up to our speed and perform an additional attack. I believe it is the closest. No, it's not the closest. That's Oath of Honor was the closest. So we're going to move up to 3. So 1, 2. Try and get them as close to these other flesh molders as possible. And we're going to make a second attack against this other flesh molder. So 1, 2, 3 damage. The extra surge. Let's go ahead and heal our fatigue. And we also have the pierce. So we're able to do 3 damage to this flesh molder, which is overkill, and they are gone. So that was Grisbin's first yeah, that was his first action. It was the challenge and the advance. For the second one, I definitely want him to try and move up. I'm thinking, see here, the zombies move 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and stay out of range of the zombies. We're just going to have Grisbin move up 1 more. And let's try and play it a little cautious this round. You know what? No, we're not going to do cautious. 1. He was right here, right? We have full. Yeah, because it's going to take 3 stamina. Like, we could go stamina, 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 and then do a second attack. But I think the other heroes will get a chance to do work. So let's save his stamina here. He's just going to move up 1 because these zombies are going to come running in, and this way he is out of range of the zombies. So we'll just do 1 and we'll have Grisbin sit right there. No problem. Okay, Widow next. We'll be doing 1, 2, 3, 4. Because her movement is 4. And then we are going to Raise Dead, no big surprise here. Get our Reanimate into play. And then the Reanimate's going to get a turn. For 1. Do I want to move the Reanimate up? I don't think so. I think the Reanimate's fine right here. We're just going to take a shot at this flesh molder here. So, blue and a red. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 1 for 6 damage. That flesh molder is gone. That was really lucky. 1 swing, but hey, that's good. That's good. We almost have all these flesh molders taken care of. So next we have Tomble. So let's go ahead and move him 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we could take a swing at the molder. We do have dirty tricks where we could stun the flesh molder, which would actually kind of make the zombies split up a bit if this flesh molder is in the way. I would say we could be greedy and take the search token, but let's save that for next turn because I think this is going to be a pretty good move. So let's go ahead and burn one of these and see if we're able to do some damage. So a blue and a yellow, and let's see if we're able to stun this this monster here. Oh, it's a miss. Well, that's a waste of Tomble's turn, unfortunately. Not much we can do with that. Okay, so end of the last hero's turn. Everyone has gone, so now we get to have to do all the other movements. So militiamen move up first. So we have two that came over from quest 1, so they're going to move on to the entrance tile. And then next turn we'll be able to move them in and actually do some work with them. They have 4 speed, an attack that's a blue and a yellow, 6 health, and a gray defense. So they get 1 move action and 1 attack action, and that's it. That's all these guys can do. But hey, that's a lot. Alright, and then next up we do have Sir Palamon here that we can move around. So after all the militiamen, let me see here. Okay, at the end, so you know, it seems weird to move these folks in and then activate them the same turn. I think they are delayed a turn. So I'm just gonna say they sit there. The rules are kind of like, hey, move them at the end of the turn, and also at the end of the turn activate them. But I'm gonna say they stay put. It makes it a little more difficult for the heroes anyway, so hopefully I don't regret that though. So we're gonna test Sir Palamon's willpower. If we pass, then we get 1 fatigue token and 1 other militiaman that gets put on the tile. So his is 4. Oh, it's 5. Okay, so we fail. No extra militiamen. If we pass that, we asked the test, we need to pass 5 times. So she gets 1 move action with 4 speed. We want to try and move away from these Ettins, right? So I think we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll probably go. No, I think we're going to go here. No, we'll go here. We'll try and be defensive. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try and get him to meet up with the heroes and see where that takes us. So that is it for all of the hero actions. At the start of each overlord turn, we get to draw a card. So let's see what we get here. Dark Charm, which we will play at the start here to try and possess a hero, which could be rough here at the beginning. We'll see what happens with that. But also at the start we get to place an overlord monster. So open group comes before the zombie. So we're actually going to have our flesh molder friend pop up right on the entrance again, because we do get to choose. Let me see here. Or no, it is in the laboratory. They don't pop up right there. Okay, so we're gonna pop up in the laboratory. They yeah, and the automated overlord rules specify they show up on the tile with the square with the number on it. So that's where we put them. So now let's go ahead and activate. So activate once we try our Dark Charm. So let's draw a card, see who we're going to try and Dark Charm. And we're going to Dark Charm the purple icon, which is Tomble. Okay, so we're going to test his willpower, which is 3. You see that right here, it's a 3. So let's see if he passes or fails. He does have the lucky charm. That's a fail. We're gonna do this again. It is a fail again. Okay. So we can do a move or attack. So let's see what we're gonna do then. So hey, attack right at the top. And he's gonna attack. Whoops. he's going to be attacking Averick because that was the icon that was there. So easily in range, he is going to be taking a swing. So 1, 2, have plenty of range. So you know what's actually going to happen. Let me see here. Oh, it's a monster. We can't use that to bump up the attack. Alright, so 2 damage. Averick rolled nothing. So we are going to exhaust this to re-roll our 1 defense dice. Whoops. 3 defense. Okay, so fully defended. No problem there. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Okay. Now, first up, Sir Averick for real here. Attack. There's no one he is able to attack. Engage, which he will do. He has a movement of 3. And then he's also going to use his, monsters normally only get 1 movement, but special icon, these lieutenants are able to burn to 2, and he also has his ability. He's able to perform a second move action. So he gets 6 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The dang Etten is in the way, but we are going to drop him right there. Okay, so next up are the Ettins themselves. Okay, so we have Engage. And the Ettins are going to be trying to go after Sir Palamon, right? So we get 3 movement. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he attempted to engage. He's going to try to attack, but Sir Palamon is just out of range. Ability. The only ability he has is throw, which they need to be in range. Like, he has reach, but they're not too spaced. So he is just going to also move up again, which is actually going to block Sir Palamon in the corner, which I did not take into account. So this ain't great. The Master Etten is not able to get a shot off because he had to burn both his movement. Actually, no, I just said that. Monsters can't burn 2 movement. He's just going to be out of range. There's nothing this Etten can do. He's just out of range. Right? No, okay. It's been a little bit. Let me double check movement for monsters. I thought they only could do 1 movement. Oh no, they can't do 2 attacks. They can do 2 movement. They just can't do 2 attacks. Okay, so yeah, so you're gonna sit up here. You're gonna end up trying to block Sir Palamon in. Second Etten is up next. Okay, ability, which they don't have the ability to throw, so he's gonna attack, which he cannot reach. So then he will burn his 3 movement. 1, 2, 3. Be right here. But now he will be able to attack. So we're gonna go for the swing. It is a blue and a red. Sir Palamon has 2 white. And it is a miss. So people are not hitting that well right out of the gate here. Thank goodness, but yep, that's a big whiff on his end. All right. Next up are the zombies. Now the zombies are not going to go after Sir Palamon. They're actually going to try and go after the heroes. So the red zombie is going to be trying to go after Averick. So, but we're going to get a 1, 2, 3 movement. So that's all that. So he's going to engage, and then he's going to get his attack. So he is going to actually attack the reanimate since he is not going to be in range of any of the other guys. So let's go ahead and roll. The reanimate gets no defense. The zombies only attack with the blue and the yellow. So 1, 2 damage. The target is diseased as well. So the reanimate is diseased. And he takes 2 hits, so 1, 2. Okay. Half down. So let's see what the second zombie here does. I'm sure it'll be something very similar. So 3 movement, 1, 2. So I guess his movement target is gonna be probably the reanimate, since he can't reach counter objective. Right, so he is gonna try and reach out to 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, and attack the reanimate. Because according to the priorities and such, right, encounter objective, their encountered objective is not that. Well, actually, priority, yeah. The gray priority means widow, which means the reanimate. So this is gonna work out. So 1, 2, 3 damage. The reanimate is gone. So disease did not matter. Okay. That is unfortunate, but you know, now these guys are grouped up, at least for the moment. So a nice corpse blast might do the trick to do some significant damage here. So that's it for the zombies. Now we have the flesh molders. We have a blitz. So this flesh molder is gonna just burn its movement running, because there's just nothing else for it to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's gonna run by Alric here. So long, see ya. Next up, we have this flesh molder. Let's see who they're gonna be going. Oh, it is a blitz, so we're not gonna redraw. So they are gonna engage, and they are gonna be attempting to engage Sir Palamon. Which actually, he technically has line of sight right now. So no movement there is necessary. So they are going to do their attack, and then they are going to attempt to do a maneuver to try and maneuver to a better spot after this. So here's our attack like we would expect. Here is our defense, and let us see what happens, since they are ranged. So 1, 2, 3 damage, 2 shields. So Sir Palamon takes their first hit. 1 down, 24 to go for the Overlord. So now, the Flesh Molder is gonna try and break line of sight from these ranged characters. So they are gonna navigate away back here. Because this does block line of sight, this block right here. And with all the other monsters in the way, line of sight is completely toast. So, that is that. That's that for the monsters. Never got a chance to use your critical blow, but it will be saved up for next time. Okay, so hero's turn. Unexhaust all the things. A lot of things got used last round. Okay. I am thinking Averick is going to run in and take a swing at this Master Zombie. Because Grisbin can then use his Oath of Honor to charge in and try and kill the zombie and do another advance to kill a second zombie as well. But a hero needs to be adjacent to a monster for Oath of Honor to take effect. So let's go ahead and get Averick in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Taking a swing at the Master Zombie. Our Master Zombie only has brown defense. Brown defense die. So let's see what we get here. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 2 surges. So We're going to burn one of the surges to recover fatigue. The other surge will do an extra damage. So that's 5 damage on the Master Zombie. They are down to 1. So that's both of Averick's moves. And actually this works really well for Grisbin, because Grisbin can now do his Oath of Honor to charge in and see what happens. So we're going to burn 1 fatigue. Put a power potion there. And he's going to move 1 over and do an attack. Oh, wrong defense die. Okay. So, plenty of stuff. Plenty of damage there. So, Master Zombie goes away. But you guys all go up here. Okay. And then, let's go ahead and burn a fatigue to advance. And we're going to advance on this Master Etten to try and do some work here. And actually, we are going to challenge the Etten as well, to try and do some extra damage. Because we got to take out this Etten in order to get Palamon out of there. So this is our second action. Ettins have 2 defense. Oh, it's a miss. That's alright. We're gonna burn our power potion here. It's important we get him out of here. I like the red die. Let's just reroll the blue. Okay, so 5 damage. We got Pierce 1. We have a surge to do 2 more damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage against 2 shields. So that's 5 damage plus 1 more, 6 damage. The Master Etten is down to 2. So that is excellent. So that is all of Grisbin's actions there. And the token stays on there in case the Etten does attack Grisbin. Grisbin will take extra damage from this as well. So that is Averick's turn. That is Grisbin's turn. I think we have to get the zombie out of the way. But Tomble, let's get greedy, huh? Let's search. Well, let's exhaust that. We'll call that good. Alright, so let's search. See what we get. A health potion. I don't think... You know what? We could throw the health potion at Widow, actually. I was going to say we can redraw it and get an item that gives us more money. But this might actually work out okay. Since Widow is so hurt. Over half damage. Okay, so that was this search token here. So we'll get rid of this. And now, second action. We don't need to run the health potion over to Widow yet. So let's go ahead and just take a shot at this zombie. I don't think we need to do dirty tricks. Let's just go ahead and take a swing. 3 damage. Here's hoping for 3. So 3 distance away. 1, 2, 3. We got our range. So 3 damage plus a surge. With which will allow us to recover a fatigue and 3 damage. So the zombie is toast. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay, Widow is up next. I mean, here's what you do, right? You get your reanimate back in there. And then we are going to get the reanimate some extra turns here. We're going to do Fury of Undeath to basically get a extra activation out of them. So let's go ahead and take another swing at this Master Etten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage, 2 shields for 4 damage. That is enough to take out the Etten. Okay, so that was both of Widow's moves. Now the reanimate gets to take their normal move I'm thinking we want to go after this Etten again. So we're going to move up and take a swing at this Etten. And it's a miss. Which is fine by me. The reanimate definitely did its job there. So, that is all the hero's actions. Which means now we activate the militia. They get 1 movement and 1 attack. So they get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Currently blocked in by all the other figures, but that's okay. Now we get to roll an attribute test. See if we get some more militia on the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Meeting it does pass. So we get 1 fatigue token. Once we hit 5, that is the victory condition. And pull out another militiaman. Okay, then he gets 1 movement. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Get Sir Palamon out of there. I think we're in a really good spot now. We got some good rolls. Our main objective is defended. And Sir Alric is going to have some trouble getting in here. But we shall see what happens with that. So, Overlord turn. To draw another card. Dark Might. Add a surge. Basically the next attack is just going to get an extra 3 damage on it. No questions asked. So there's that. We get to spawn a character again. So the Etten is going to come back into play. No surprise there. And then Alric is going to be first to go. So he is going to 1, 2, what's his movement? His movement is 3. He is a little bit slow. But 1, 2, 3 gets you nowhere. 4, 5. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's getting close, but he's not quite there yet. We'll see what happens with everything else here. So that was both of his actions to do that. Actually, let me see here. Yeah, he did his ability first and engage. Yep, so that works out. That works out. Yep, that's Avric's turn. Next up is going to be the Ettins. So, red Etten. Still draw a card for him, but it is just going to be 6 movement. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're blocked a bit by the flesh molder there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But nah, that's how it goes sometimes. He'll be back in the fight momentarily. Then Etten number 2. So the Etten is going to engage to try and reach Sir Palamon with their 3 movement. 1, 2, 3. They have enough to get in range. So, then there is going to be an attack. So these guys hit a little harder. Got red and blue with the 2 white defense, and let's see what happens. 4 defense, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1 damage, but then the Overlord is going to burn their 2 cards to add another 3 damage to it for 4 total damage down to 20. So that is the Etten's movement. Next is do we have a zombie in play? We do not have a zombie in play. So then it will be the flesh molders. First the master molder. We get a blitz. So they are going to attempt their movement first, and then they are actually going to heal. You see, we have an engage and then we have a heal. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no way this here. 1, 2, 3. The Grisbin here is just going to cause issues, but I don't know if there's a nice way around that. Heal with 3 spaces of you. Yep, so 1, 2, 3, 4. As far as away he can be, while still being in range of the one mob who has been hurt, so they can attempt to heal. So, red power die, which always has 1 on it, so there's 1. And Flesh Molder is healed, and now that Flesh Molder will take their turn. So, they are going to attempt to engage to get in range. 1, 2, 3. So here, they have range technically. So now he's going to take a shot, and then he has 1 movement left, but I don't know what movement they will actually take. They might move up. I don't know. We'll figure that out in a moment. So let's get our yellow die in here, and let's see what damage the Flesh Molder can do. Flesh Molder actually does 1 damage. So Sir Palamon, 6 down. 6 down from 25. 1 movement left. So they're either sitting here or they're moving up 1. I have a feeling they're just gonna sit here, just get to stay out of melee range of the other militiamen and all the other characters. Here they're only in direct line of 2. Here they're in direct line of 4. So I think the Flesh Molder would try and stay away from that as much as they can. And that's all the Overlord's turn. All their mobs. So, hero turn next. Okay. Let's see what to do here. What do we do? I think we have Grisbin just start going hog wild, right? So Grisbin could attack the Master Flesh Molder. Then if he takes it out, he gets a free engage on Alric. And then he can start trying to take down Alric, because Alric's going to just come waltzing in and try and do some crazy damage. And he's also unable to be moved or anything. Not that any of our characters have something that does that right now, but just calling that out as a thing. We also have Averick here with this Flesh Molder and Tomble. Like, I kind of want to do a Corpse Blast. Oh, yeah, this is what Widow's going to do. The Reanimate's going to move down here, attack Alric, and then we're going to do a Corpse Blast to hit 1, 2, 3 baddies. Let's go ahead and do that, because that might have make things easier for Grisbin. So the Reanimate's going to make a move here, and then it's going to attack Alric, who has 2 white defense dice. It's a miss. Alright, so that's the Reanimate. Widow will now Corpse Blast, burning her last fatigue. But basically we get to perform an attack on that spot, hitting all Jason characters. Here's hoping it's not a miss. Okay, we do have the ability. Oh, I don't know why we rolled defense. The defense doesn't matter here. So here's our 5 attack. I'm happy with that. She does have the ability to re-roll, but I don't think that's necessary. Alright, so let's go around then. So we'll start with Averick. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he takes 1. Oof. I was hoping for a little more than that. Okay. Flesh Molder. Does not defend, so the Master Flesh Molder takes 5 damage and is toast. Okay. Then the Etten, who does get 2 defense as well. 1, 2, 3 defense. They only take 2 damage. Okay, and then the reanimate is removed. So the question is, do we bring back the reanimate again? Well, we're out of fatigue. We can't. I think Widow is just going to take a shot. Let's take a shot. Let's try and clean out this Etten with her magic staff. So here we go. So 1, 2, 3 damage, 4 defense. This Etten does not want to go down. Widow. That's Widow's turn. Okay. Oh. Okay. Averick, we're gonna do shared pain on the Etten. I'm debating on throwing the stamina potion to Widow to get the reanimate back in play, but we have a health potion. We're just gonna potion up Widow, I think, on both accounts. So we're gonna do, let's roll our damage first. So blue, red, 2 defense. Let's see what happens here. Oh no, it's a miss. No, wasted move. Okay. Oh, I gotta get that stamina potion to Widow. Or do we use it ourselves? I think we need, well, what do we have? Stone skin, healing rain. We're not really taking any damage right now, thankfully. It's all Palamon. So we're not going to need the healing, and that's just for, so we're sorry. So let's go ahead and burn a fatigue. We're going to move up. And then we're going to throw the stamina potion over to Widow, who's going to use it to get the 4 stamina back. Then we get our second attack. And let's go ahead and just attack this flesh molder again. See what we can do. 1, 2, 3 damage plus a surge. Let's go ahead and re-roll this red die. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus a surge. Let's use the surge. Let me see here. Well, I said the flesh. Did I say the flesh? Oh, I rolled for the Etten, so we're gonna go for the Etten. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll need to burn the extra surge for 5 to take out the Etten, but I think that's important. So let's go ahead and do that. So that is Averick's 2 moves. Next up, Grisbin. Let's leave. Alright. Tomble. We are just going to run up and try to go hog wild on this flesh molder right now. Burn a stamina, move up 1, so we get 2 attacks on this flesh molder. And we get 1 extra damage since we are adjacent. So 1 plus another 1 is 2. So we dealt 1, but we get our stamina back because of the surge. So let's do our second attack. 1, 2 plus 1 is 3, which is just enough. Okay. So Grisbin, burn a fatigue token time. Run up and let's just start going hog wild. We are going to challenge Averick for the extra damage. So then we get 2 attacks, and we might even burn our heroic feat here to get a 3rd attack in to do as much damage as we can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 2 more, so that's 7 damage. 3 shields, but 1 of those gets pierced, so 2. So 5 damage against Averick. Okay. Attack number 2. So, 1, 2 plus 2 damage, so that's 4. Pierce 1, so he takes 3, so he's down to 7. So let's go ahead, let's burn our heroic feat, take another shot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 damage. Only 2 shields because of the pierce. So that is 4 total damage. Maverick is now down to 3. Okay. So that is all them. So next up we have the militiamen. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, this militiaman gets a shot off on our big baddie. Okay, 2 defense. No red die, so I don't know if this will do that much, but let's see what we get. Whoa! 1, 2, 3, 4. Surges do nothing for them, but 2 defense, so 2 damage. So our Alric is down to 1. Oh, I wasn't given the +1 for the challenge. Yeah, he's gone. He is gone, but he'll come back. But he is gone for the moment. So now militiamen will run up. Militiamen will run up. Then we're gonna roll our attribute. Let's see if we get another militiaman in here. It's a fail, so no. Okay. So Palamon is hurt, but we have cleared it. The heroes also win if they happen to destroy all the monsters on the map, and as you see, there are 2 left. So we are doing really well so far on this. Alright, so Overlord gets to draw a card. Poison Dart. So Tomble is probably going to be running in here to try and do some searching, so that will trigger for them, most likely. But that's fine. Okay. Alric is going to be coming back into play again. So Alric will now take a turn. Alright, draw a card for them, even though they are just going to be taking their 6 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, the Ettin's in the way again. This dang Ettin. Okay. So now the Ettin is actually going to be able to do some things here, it looks like. So the Ettin is set to engage 2, 3, so he makes his movement. Alright, 1, 2, 3, expand right here. So that was the engage, and now the Ettin is actually going to throw, and have it deal 1 damage. So the symbol is for Grisman, so Grisman is going to get tossed around possibly. But the hero has to pass the strength check. Grisman has a crazy strength. So as long as he doesn't roll above a 5, he'll be fine. And that is 5. Just barely passing. Okay. So the Ettin ran up and tried to throw him back, which did not take. That's the monster's turn. Nothing else here. Okay. So, yeah, and Sir Palamon was fine where he was. Okay, so Brisbane's right here. Let's go ahead and start chopping away at another big Ettin. So 2 swings. Oh, let's go ahead and put a challenge on him. Do the extra damage. Whoops. All right, here we go. And that's a whiff. Okay. Second attack. It's a whiff again. Oh no. 2 whiffs for Grisman. He is just exhausted. Okay. Let's go ahead, unexhaust everything else. Oh man, we can't run past this Ettin. The Ettin is completely blocking the way. This is quite unfortunate. So Tomble is going to run up. Tomble's going to run up, and Tomble's going to take a stab at this Ettin to stun it. Because I'm not sure if we're going to be able to take him out since Grisman did a couple big lifts, but we shall see. So, 1 damage. +1 since we're adjacent. Which means we are able to do 1 damage, which is enough for a stun. Okay, and stunned. This is basically, stun means they lose one of their actions. Right? Discard this card. This is the only action they may perform. So they are down to just a movement or just an attack. So that's Tomble's go. Averick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get Averick going up here, and he's going to take a swing with his steel broadsword. See what type of damage we can do here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus another one for... You know what? Let's go ahead and re-roll the red die. Ah, rats. 1, 2, 3, +1 for 4. Actually, let's go ahead and get a fatigue back. So 1, 2, 3, 2. We deal 1 damage. There. Next is Widow. So 1, 2, 3. Then we are gonna burn 1 to spawn the reanimate back, and the reanimate is in a spot where they can try to do a swing on this big Etten. So that is what they will do. Reanimate. 1, 2, 3. +1 surge for 4, 2. So the Master Etten takes 2 more damage. And since the reanimate still has a movement, we're gonna move him out of the way. Try and make more room for the... No, he's gonna stay up here. The militiamen will be able to file in and do some good damage here. Okay, so that is all the heroes' turns. Yep, not seeing anything. We are gonna go ahead and burn this health potion on Widow. Oh no, we can't. They were never adjacent. So the handoff never could happen. Okay. So, and that does take an action to do. It's not a free action. The stamina one is a free action. The health potion is not. So, let's go ahead and do our militiamen. They get 1 move and 1 attack. So this militiaman's going to take a swing at this Etten. Oh, that is a full defense there. So 4. So they get a move. So they're actually going to move out of the way. So this militiaman can run in. And that's a miss. So they're going to move out of the way as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're also going to take a swing. 1, 2, 3, 4 defense. Nothing gets through. Wow. That Etten held the line. They held the line really well. Okay. Let's do our attribute test to see if we get another militiaman in and make progress on the main objective. 5. Another failure because we needed to hit 4. Man, alright. Things were going okay, but Sir Paladin's going to run away, get as far back as they can. Okay. Overlord turn. So, yeah, we never did a search or anything, so the poison dart did not take effect. Alright, anytime a hero suffers damage this turn, they are also going to suffer 1 fatigue, so that's going to take effect. We are going to spawn one of the masters in next, Master Etten, so it is going to be the Master Flesh Molder comes in next. Then it'll be the Master Zombie, and then we go ahead and start pulling everything else. So first up will be Pharaoh, which actually I don't think he can get in at all, because the way we have it blocked off here, he is going to run up. Actually, he could. Each time he moves into an adjacent... yeah, he cannot move into a space adjacent to a hero, so he's just going to run up and sit here with his pouty face because the Etten is stunned and in the way. unable to do a thing. Oh yeah, we had to draw the card for him as well. Which is actually the last card of the deck. So we will now reshuffle this. And now we will do Ettins. So let's see what the Ettin draws. And let's see what they're going to do first. They are going to attempt to do their ability. So step 1, stun goes away. That's their first action. Second one is their ability. So we are going to draw to see who they are going to attempt to throw. They're going to attempt to throw the Reanimate. Since Widow is the gray, the Reanimate is going to get tossed. And since the Reanimate fails, yeah, the Reanimate automatically fails all attribute tests. They are going to be thrown 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Or actually, no. Oh, the Master Ettin has reach, but he doesn't have line of sight. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. Reanimate goes away. They get hurt 1. And since the other the Word of Misery got played, they also suffer fatigue, but since the Reanimate cannot suffer fatigue, they actually suffer a 2nd damage. So the Reanimate is now kind of out of play. So the Ettin did do a little something, but that is the second action for the Ettin. Next is the Flesh Molder. We're going to draw their card, but they're just going to be running up to try and get back into the action with 8 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If he was, he's close to being able to heal the Ettin, but I don't think he's going to get a chance to do so before the Ettin goes down this round. So that is Overlord's turn. Poison Dart still ready to activate if needed. Okay. Let's go ahead and flip these so we know they're used. And first up, hey, Grisbin's here and he is thirsty. It's missing. Alright, this dice is cursed. We'll get a different one in here. Second attack. Oh, challenge still is taking effect. Oh my gosh. Full defense on the Ettin. Even with the pierce and the challenge point, no damage gets through. Grisman's just sitting there looking quite foolish right now. Wow. Okay. Okay. Let's see if Averick can take him out outright. We do have Tomble to rely on if we need to do a stun again. But let's go ahead and try and finish this. That's what we're talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4. An extra surge for 5. Another surge to get a fatigue back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. 3. So the Ettin takes 2. Let's go ahead and do another swing. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a lot of damage. This Ettin is gone. Woo! Okay. So now Tomble is here to do Tomble things. So I think Tomble is up to his dirty tricks again. We are going to try and stun Alric. 1, 2, 3 damage. So we are able to do 1 damage. So they're at 15. But most importantly, they are stunned. And now Tomble is going to run for his life over here. So next turn he can pick up his search token and probably do another stun to make sure Alric stays kind of out of commission. So Alric's done, Grisbin's done, Tomble is done, Widow is up. So the Reanimate is going to do their 3 movement. And they'll do more movement. I think the Reanimate's going to camp here. And then Because the Alric can charge through heroes if they need to, which is with his overpower, which is unfortunate. Let me see here. Did the militiamen automatically fail? They fail any attribute test. Yeah, so Alric will be able to plow through the militiamen. So we do not really have a solid line of defense here. So what Widow is going to do is put herself in the line of fire. No, that's foolish. Widow's just going to pop down here. And we're going to take a shot. Magic Staff would be able to hurt the Master Flesh Molder if we do the correct shot here, but let's see. So, one movement to get line of sight. Now we're going to take our shot. 1, 2, 3. So 1 damage. 14. 3 movement left. Let's go ahead and pop back out of sight. And hopefully that's good enough. So that's all the heroes' turns again. So the militiamen are going to run up. 1, 2, 3. And now the militiamen, let's attack the flesh molder here with this militiaman. Because if we're able to, I'm afraid of the flesh molder getting a heal off on Alric and it is causing issues. So let's see if we can take out this flesh molder. 2 damage. Okay, and they were up here. 1, 2, 3. 1 more movement. Let's go ahead and get in the way. So next up, militiaman number 2. 1, 2, 3. Let's do the same thing. Lots of damage. Flesh molder is gone. So the militiamen here will try to start a barricade in order to block more mobs from coming in, so everyone else can focus on getting Alric done. But this militiaman will run by and take a swing on his way to guard the hallway, and it's a whiff. Not only that, there was some crazy good defense there too. Okay, so they're all set up there. Palamon's back here. Let's go ahead and roll his attribute test. See if we pass. A 4. We do. So we get a second fatigue, 2 of 5, which also means we get another militiaman in play. Okay. So, Overlord's turn. They are down to 1. We're just down to, 1 guy. Frenzy. Additional attack on a monster. Well, we know who that's going to be. Sir Alric here, most likely. So, let us see what happens. So, we're going to spawn the Master Etten back in. Because according to the respawn order, Ettens come up first. Okay, so Alric, you burn 1 action getting your stun away. And then you are going to attack. Right, so you, the only one you are in range to attack is the Reanimate. So that is who you're going to hit. So, 1, 2, no defense on the Reanimate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reanimate was already wounded. Child's Play, gone. We could use the Frenzy to give him an extra attack, but there again is nobody in range. So that is Alric's turn right there. Next up is the Etten. They're gonna engage and then they will try and use their ability. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So they're not gonna be in range. Well, let me see here. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Which means you pop up here. And you are technically in range of the militiamen. Whoop. right there. So you're gonna throw this militiaman. And since they automatically fail, 1, 2, 3, you throw them into the throne and they take a damage. That's the monster's turn. Okay. Heroes are back in the action. So, 1. Challenge. So, let's get Tomble going. Tomble is going to use his action to unlock this. And this actually does trigger the... Well, this could trigger the poison dart. Right, so... If his icon is on the first 2, which it is, because purple is Tomble. So, now he gets to test the worst of his... Oh, it's strength. It's going to be testing his strength. Strength or awareness, so... 4 for strength, no problem. We are going to try and do a lucky charm. Oh, close, but not good enough. So, which means he takes another fatigue. He takes damage, and they are also poisoned, which is going to be tough to get rid of because poison relies on strength to get rid of. So that was Tomble's first move. He still gets to see. Oh, right, this does not take away. Yeah. So we still get to see what's in the search deck. Fire Flask. Make a ranged blast attack. That's not going to be quite useful. Let's draw again. Oh, it's a nothing. Of course it's a nothing. Okay, and we drew an, we used appraisal to try and get our second look at, in case folks were curious. That's why I'm kind of having Tomble do all the looting, since he can kind of filter through the item deck and get kind of what we want. So, at this point, he's fatigued out, so he cannot do dirty tricks again. Unfortunately. So he is, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's just gonna run up, scurry behind Ulrich to try and make some progress on more looting and maybe trying to slow down this Etten. So that way the militiamen can hopefully take down this Etten, but that Etten will be tough to take down. Crazy defense. So that is Tomble. Tomble really could have used that stamina potion. Alright, actually, you know what, it's not too late to take this back. He did that, he's going to take a rest action. A rest action to get rid of all his fatigue. Because I figured let's do a safe slow push. Let's try and take Aura out next turn, or if not, we can stun and slowly push forward while the Etten is tied up trying to deal with all these militiamen. Next up, Grisbin. So I don't really want to burn all his fatigue to just charge up and get 2 swings. So let's go ahead and go 1, 2 and do a swing on Ulrich here. 1, 2, 3. Pierce takes care of 1, so he takes 3 damage. No problem. 1 movement left, but I think Grisbin's good sitting here so we can kind of hold the line. No one's really hurt, so I think Averick, you are going to burn a fatigue so you can run up and swing twice. So here we go. So 4 damage, 2. Let's go ahead and re-roll the red die. Ah, come on. I need to stop doing that when it's the 2 reds, or the 2 hearts on there. So 1 damage. Here's our second attack. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're doing nothing right now, so we can't do worse. Still nothing. Okay. Woof. So Widow, 1, 2, 3, 4. Widow's gonna run down and go, hey look, it's a reanimate again. Burn fatigue, and then the reanimate's gonna go, hey look, maybe I can do some damage. The reanimate will do 1 damage to Ulrich. Alright. Next up, militiamen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Running up. We need help taking this guy down, it seems like. So 1, 2. This militiaman will take a swing. Get rid of the red, blue. Here we go. 2 damage. Surges do nothing. 2 defense. So Ulrich defends. So, I think the militiaman's fine staying here to try and help quarter in Ulrich. So this militiaman will run up. This militiaman will actually, let's see here, 4 movement, right? Yeah, so 1, 2, attack the Master Etten, and then retreat back 1. So let's go ahead, roll this. Alright, that was a big waste. That's okay though, we tried. So militiaman number 2 will run up. Try and take a swing at this Etten. 1, 2, 3. Etten takes 1, and the militiaman will back up. The Etten needs to deal with this now that they have the hallway fully blocked off. That's all them. Let's do our attribute test. See if we pass this time. 4, we do. We are up to 3 fatigue tokens, but we are completely full up on the militiamen. We only get 4. I believe we only get 4. Makes sense. We only got 4 tokens, so I think that's okay. Okay, we're probably just gonna have to hold out for Palamon here to do his work. But Overlord turn. Frenzy will take effect this turn, and Overlord gets to shuffle their Overlord deck and draw a new card. Dark Resilience. Oh, he gets to heal. Hey, you know what? Ulrich's gonna heal, because that is what would happen. 2 red dice. They heal that much. So 4 health back. Okay. Master Zombie gets spawned back in. Oh no, sorry. The Master Flesh Molder gets spawned back in. Zombie is next after that. Yep, then it is Ulrich's turn. So let's see what Ulrich does. Okay, engage. So he will attempt to engage. So he is going to try and run past this hero, which means they are going to use. Well, let me see what would happen. He cannot engage because the engage won't do anything. What is next? The ability. The ability will be overpowered. So he will attempt to pass the strength. Let's see here. Who needs to pass? Is it the hero? Ulrich is going to test their strength, which is 5. Ulrich is a beast. So 5 or less, Ulrich is going to move Ulrich out of the way. It is a 5. It meets. Then this hero will suffer 1 stamina. Okay, so swap spots. So that is 1, 2, 3. And then his movement is 1, 2, 3. Hey, this hero gets and now we're gonna burn to frenzy because this would make sense. An additional attack on the militiamen. Alright, and the militiamen only have 1 white die, so 6 damage, and the militiaman goes down. It's a miss. Okay. Yeah. So Ulrich charged through the heroes, and now is going to try and start working its work on Palamon there, which is unfortunate. The next up is the Etten. Okay, the Etten is going to engage but can't engage. Alright, so he has reach. Actually, the engage will do nothing. So what he's going to end up doing is he's going to attack and then he's going to throw. Because he's already in range of the guys he would want to hit. So it's just by the order of actions, attack and then engage. So, which one are we going to do? Let's do odds on the left, evens on the right. It is evens, so evens on the right. And we will do the attack, and then we will see who gets thrown. It's a miss. Alright, so odds on the left, evens on the right. Evens again. So this one is going to get thrown back 1, 2, 3 into the throne for 1 damage. And that is the Yetin's turn. So now it is the Flesh Molder's turn. Who gets to engage, and then we'll use their ability to heal the Yetin. So 1, 2, 3. Can't move past that because the Yetin's in the way. And then their heal is a guaranteed at least 1. So now the Yetin is up at full health. Okay. Oh, I was not expecting Alric to go that fast to plow through all of us there. But that's what happened. So, hero's turn. What needs to happen? Alright, I think Alric is going to do what they can. Well, let me see here. 1, 2, 3. Grisman is not going to be able to really use Oath of Honor to get up in there. Well, no, yeah, he would. It would be a move and an Oath of Honor to get back in range, but someone needs to be in melee range first. So I think that's going to be Alric. Alric is going to charge 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Burner Fatigue for 1. Then take a swing. With the Steel Broad. And it's Steel Broadsword. Here we go. 4 defense. 4 attack. We do have a surge for 1. Let's go ahead and do the 1 damage. Let's just stick with the 1. Last couple times I tried to reroll to get fancy, it did not work. Okay, so now the Grisman will move 1, 2, 3 for 1 action. Then we are going to Oath of Honor to charge up to the second spot here and get an attack in as well. Oh, I forgot to do the challenge. Dang it. I should have said it first, but I did not. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 damage, -1 shield, so 5 damage. Alric is now down to 7, or yeah, Alric is now down to 7. Okay. Man, this reanimate is like just goofy right now. 1, 2, 3. Reanimate will be able to catch up to these guys. The reanimate probably will not be able to catch up to Alric. But Widow will be able to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Widow does have line of sight from this corner to this corner, so we are good there. The Widow is gonna take shot. Five damage, 2 defense. So that is 3. Taking him down to 4. Okay. So he'll get a hit off, I'm sure. But I'm not too worried about this anymore. We were able to do a lot of damage to him. So that means Tomble. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does Tomble risk running in? Because right now Tomble does not have line of sight. The way the reanimate and the militiamen are is blocking it. You know what? Tomble is going to use his heroic action to Ninja Vanish, and he'll pop up 4 spaces closer, which will be right next to the search token, and then he'll be able to burn an action to loot it and then do something else appropriate. Okay. We'll militiamen. Hey, this militiaman is going to attack. Hey, maybe if this is an epic roll, we'll be able to take down Alric again. We shall see. Hey, 1 damage. Now down to 3. And militiaman's going to run backwards to try and get in the way of Alric getting to Palamon. Okay. This militiaman's going to run up, take a pot shot, and see what we can do. So, 3 damage. Hey, 3 damage. Good militiaman. Then this militiaman will back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one will just run up and attack. Fully defended. No worries there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And not able to do an attack, but again, we have a full block here again. Hopefully that is enough for that. So we've done the militia movements. Let's go ahead and roll for our attribute check. It is a pass. We are up to 4 passes. 1 more pass, and that is good to go. Yeah. So hopefully we just need to last 1 more turn, and then things will be good. So, Overlord's turn next. Okay, we get a frenzy, an additional attack action. Oh, not ideal at all. I don't think he uses like a charm. I'm not sure. I must have forgot to bring that back. Same with that. All right. So Overlord gets to bring in their Master Zombie. And he's going to take a long time to start shuffling back over again. So let's go ahead and draw for Alric. Okay, he's going to use his ability, which is Overpower. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. But that gives him a movement. He only has 3 movements, so we are right here. And then they will attack, which means they are going to be attacking the militiaman right here. So, militiaman only gets 1 fight defense. It's a miss. Frenzy. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage, 1 defense. The militiaman is down to 1. So, trying to carve his way through, unable to do so as of yet. Next up is the Master Etten. They are going to throw, and then they are going to... Well, the throw might allow them... Oh, it is going to allow... Well, depending on which one we draw here, might allow passage through. So, odds on the left, evens on the right. Whoops. And it is even. So 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Or 3 distance. 1. And now engage, which means the Master Etten is going to pop up right here. Just enough room for them to be able to go through. And since if Tomble was still standing here, this would not have worked. I believe. Oh no, it's still, yeah, if Tomble was still here, it would not have worked. There would not have been room for him to show up. But since he is down, the Etten is able to show up and run down. So, passing through the barricade we are attempting to set up. Next up is the zombie. I mean, 1, 2, 3. That's the zombie. But we will draw a card for them, just to make it fair. They only get 1 movement due to their shambling ability. Alright, so next up is the Flesh Molder. They are going to attack. There is no one in... Oh, there is someone within range right here. There's 4. I do believe 4 is in range to attack. Yep, 4 ranged is 4 spaces. So they're going to attack the militiaman sitting around right here. and then we'll see what they do after this. It's a miss. Okay. Like, what I might start doing is I might start ripping them and throwing them, but we'll see what happens. Alright, that just looks weird, because if you spin it just right, or hit it enough times, you can get it so it just spins, and I don't like the feeling of that. Anywho, ability. So they are going to do a heal. Nope, they're not. They're nowhere close to anyone to heal. So then they will do their 4 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. And pop up right there. And that is it for the Overlord. Heroes turn next on exhaust. That is it. Okay. Averick, 1, 2, 3, run up, take a swing. One, 2, 3, 4, 2, get through. So that was his movement, that was his attack. Now Grisbin is gonna burn Oath of Honor. To go 1, 2, 3, and get an attack in. 1, 2, 3 plus the Pierce takes out them for a second time. Okay, and now Grisbin can run up and do his normal movement to get back. So that's them. Let's have Tumble. Tumble will poof. Right, Tumble's gonna poof right here. Get our token back. Let's go ahead and do a search for our 1 action. Oh, come on, there we go. And stamina potion. No. Let's draw again. Health potion. Okay, fine. We have a second health potion. That was 1 action. Tumble will run up for his second action. If we go 1 more round, we will be able to loot that other item. He will be facing down Alric, but I think that's okay. We're getting near the end, I believe. If we do have 1 more pass, then we're good to go. But let's go ahead and do that. Alright. So that was Grisbin, that was Averick, that was Tumble. Widow, we are going to blow up this reanimate with a corpse blast to try and do damage to the Etten and the flesh molder here. So, reanimate goes poof, and we roll damage. That's all. It's a miss. It's a miss. Alright. That was 1. Do we bother respawning it back again? I should have had the reanimate even move first. I don't know what I'm thinking. Let's get him back in there. And then he gets his movement. 1, 2, 3. Attacking the Etten. Fully defended. Man, alright. So that's the heroes. This poor militiaman getting wailed on. 1, 2, 3, 4. This militiaman will fight this Etten. Okay, let's do the okay, so fully defended there. That's a bummer. Let's have this militiaman fight this flesh molder here. Only 1 defense. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No good. No good. Let's have this militiaman move up 1 and attack this flesh molder again. Fully defended again. Okay. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. So that's that. Alright, let's see if this is over. Sir Palaman is going to roll. If we get a 4 or less, then this is over. It's a 5. It's still going. We're going another round. Okay. So all that happened. Overlord still gets to draw a card. Reroll 1 die. We get to summon Alric back, and Alric is going to be first to go. So ability is going to be using his move to go 1, 2, And he's going to try and shove Tomble out of the way. In doing so will cause him to suffer fatigue. 1, 2, 3. He passes his 5. So 1, 2. Tomble gets shoved over to the side. And he suffers a fatigue. So he uses his ability to run up there. And then he will attack Tomble. So Tomble does have a wooden shield to give 1 extra defense die. So hopefully this is not too rough. I mean, if this goes bad, it could potentially take him out in 1 shot, right? But we shall see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus the surge for 6. 1, 2 defense. So 4 damage. And you already hurt 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the poison! I completely forgot about the poison test. Alright. Let's do his poison test. He fails. Lucky charm. He fails again. So he would have took another damage. Wow. Well, Tomble is in a world of hurt. He is in a world of hurt right now. But he has health potions. He can pop his health potion, recover, and then he'll probably pop Greedy to loot, and then Tomble did their job. So next up is the Etten. Etten is going to attack. Well, they'll be attacking the Reanimate, because they're the only character, and it is gray to symbolize Widow, so that's perfectly fine. So no defense on the Reanimate. It's a miss. Okay. Then, do they engage next? No, then they use their ability. They're going to throw the Reanimate 1, 2, 3 away, causing it to do 1 damage, and that is the Etten's turn. Next up is the Zombie. Now the Zombie is next to Tomble, so drawing the card here does matter. Engage. Right, so actually, yep, engaging. Encounter objective, which is nothing. They are gonna be, yeah. The Zombie is gonna be going after Tomble here because they're gonna be engaging the closest hero, basically. First, it's gonna be an attack. There is no, and then there is a grab. So, oh, Tomble. Okay, Tomble has already burned his shield. So let's see what happens here. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus the surge. Tomble is down. Tomble is down. Oof. And then fully fatigued. Poison does go away. But Tomble will be spending his full next turn getting himself up. And since there is a knockdown, Overlord gets to draw another card. Add a surge to the results. Okay. So actually after that, the Zombie is going to move. 1, 2, 3. That was Zombie. Now the Flesh Molder is going to go. So is there anyone within 4 of the Flesh Molder in sight? There is not. So they're going to use their ability to heal the Master Etten. So 1 red die. 2 health. So the Etten is up to 7. And that is that is the Flesh Molder's turn. Okay. Wow. Could have went better, but it might be over this turn. So we'll, this might be done. I mean this turn. So let's go ahead and do a quick look up on the recovery. Right, what's it called? Stand up. I believe if you stand up on your own, it's just both of your actions. So usually there's a hero nearby able to stand them up, so I don't have to go this route. Okay, this will have it. They roll 2 red power die, recover that much health and stamina, and then ends their turn. Yep. Okay. So Tomble's gonna stand up. 2 red dice. The hearts tell you how much health to recover. The surges tell you how much stamina to recover. 4 health. So we're still fully spent on stamina, but Tumble is back up. Maybe just get knocked down again by Ulrich. Oh man. Okay, but those are back. We have health potions. If he lives, he can health potion pop and try and do what he can to get back. Okay. Oh. Next up. Let's have Grisbin. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Try and get in range. Actually, 1, 2, 3. He's gonna move up 3, and then he is gonna rest, which recovers all his fatigue. Maverick. Yeah. 2 health potions, no stamina potions. 1, 2, 3, 4. We might be beating on poor Tumble, but we have Palamon here. Pretty secure. The Reanimate's gonna run up. Yeah, because rest action for Aberking and Widow is just gonna... I'm not sure what Widow's gonna do yet. Reanimate's gonna go ahead and take a shot at the Etten. One, two, three, 4, fully defended. Okay, and Widow is actually, so that was the Reanimate's turn. Does Widow have line of sight? Widow does have line of sight. It is a shot of 5, but it's definitely possible. So let's see. We need to get 5 in the range. We got 4 in the range, and even then there was enough shields to block it. So Widow will also now take a rest. Next up, Militiaman, right? So let's have this Militiaman take a swing at this Etten. And 1 damage. Then this Militiaman, 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna run and try and set up another barricade here best we can. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, because yes, this Militiaman will be able to run down and sit in this other spot to again create another barricade. This Militiaman will run up and just sit here. This Militiaman, you know, this one's gonna attack the Flesh Molder because this Flesh Molder with its healing is causing trouble. So 1, 2, 3, 1 defense, able to hurt it for 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one will also attack the Flesh Molder. 1 damage, nothing because of the shield. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is all the heroes. Let's go ahead and roll to see if this ends the encounter. 4, it does. There's our 5th fatigue. So that is the end of the encounter. Oh goodness. Suddenly there is a crash and a dozen armored soldiers burst into the keep, driving the Overlord's forces back. Thank you, heroes, says Sir Palamon, leaning on his sword. I fear that an evil I defeated long ago stirs once more. Dragonlord Daerion. What is that? Hold on. How do you read that? Yeah. Dragonlord Daerion must not be allowed to return. The old man lifts his sword and sighs through his ash-gray mustache. My sword was not equal to the task. Come, we must return to Arbien and the Barons. Alright. So the heroes win. They get an extra 100 gold for winning, and everyone gets 1 experience. So let's go ahead and Okay, so let's go ahead and mark this up here for 100 gold. We also get 50 over there, 50 over there, and 25. So it's 100, another 100, and 25. Right. I don't know why there's not 25. 50. Anyway, so we'll do the experience, we'll do the shopping, and then we'll close this good. But let's go ahead and mark this over here. Right. Another win for our heroes. One more quest, and then we'll go to the interlude, and then we will start Act 2. But the things are going quite well so far. So let's go ahead and we'll just put those back. We get I believe it is 5 shop cards, 5 random cards from the deck. We have 100 gold plus another 100, and then this 25 over here. So we have 225. Okay. So we got a bow, which could be useful for Tomble. But no, the bow means we don't get a chance to use our dirty tricks. Plus 1 stamina. Ooh, that's really tempting. Heavy cloak. Cancel 1 surge on an attack that targets you. That seems kind of nice. That can be kind of good. Kind of situational though. Chainmail. He cannot equip runes. Speed is reduced to 4 and cannot be increased above 4. We could put the heavy armor on Grisbin, but he hasn't really been getting hit. Runes. Do you have a rune right now? You don't have runes. Maybe we buy the chainmail for our mage. Alright, and next we have an iron spear, 4 reach, and the piercing damage and the extra damage. So I think we buy the heavy cloak and the ring of power. The extra stamina will be quite useful, and it's situational, but basically anyone who doesn't have armor yet, it's probably going to go on Tomble, because we have leather armor, you have this shield that lets you reroll defense, you only have a wooden shield, so I think, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get this heavy cloak, and we'll put this over here. All these health potions go back. Bump that up. One more, there we go. And then this ring of power. Who will get the ring of power? I think Grisbin needs to get it so he can not rest and just keep on Oath of Honoring and advancing and doing everything he needs to do to power through. But saying that, Ring of Power and Widow, like all her abilities use stamina. She lives off of being able to burn stamina. So I think, I just said, hey, let's give it to Grisbin. I've convinced myself Widow, I believe, needs to be the one who takes this. So plus 1 stamina. Then now will be all the money. There's no money left over, so this gold coin can go away. These cards will go back. Okay, and then we get one experience. So I don't know if there were any other cards in here that was looking very good for Grisbin. We might just save the experience point, because it's like, oh, do we really want defend? Where we can try and take a hit for someone else or stamina. I'd rather not. I want to kind of keep him on the offensive, on the complete offensive. This here, I think guard is going to be what we want, where it's kind of like an attack of opportunity. But we won't be able to get this. Yes, this is if you have a shield. This is if you have a shield. We do not. Inspiration is good. You can recover stamina if you start your turn next to someone else. That's 3. So yeah, I think we are going to be sitting here without with an extra experience, which is fine. So I don't think there's an experience token in here. Well, here. You have 1 experience. 1 experience in the bank. I think everyone else is going to be in kind of the same boat. Well, let's go ahead and see what everyone else has. We can. So Deathly Haste, I don't see happening. She doesn't really burn stamina to move because the stamina is just so needed for her abilities. So I just don't see it happening. We're going to be saving up. I think Dark Pact is going to be our next shot because she gets hurt so much. Throwing that damage on the reanimate is just going to be quite nice. But we'll see how things go. But yeah, again, we will have 1 experience in the bank. And so let's go ahead and get another one of these HP/experience trackers up. Okay. Maverick next. Drain Spirit. So Drain Spirit would be the one that we do, right? If we did another level 1. And this is just recovering. Everyone recovers 1 health if we deal 1 damage to someone. Wait, it's just 1. I don't see this being a big deal. I like Cloud of Mist. I think making the Overlord spend his stamina to do hits, I think is good. Recovering stamina for all heroes. Yeah, there's just so many other good abilities. I think we need to not waste or not spend his 1 experience and save that for something else. Let's go ahead and get another one of these. Whoops. Okay. So you get 1 experience. I have a feeling Tomble is going to be the same way, but let's go ahead and look at his stuff as well. Okay. Sneaky. +1 on attacks against monsters you do not have line of sight on. I don't really see that coming into play that much. That's assuming that we're doing a move to get in the range and then doing our shot, just to do 1 extra damage. Although we get to perform an open or closed door without using an action. That could be really, really nice. Just because of that, I might take Sneaky. We can move through enemy figures. Each attack that targets you misses unless they spend a stamina. I don't know about that. Ooh, Caltrops. Where we can immobilize guys trying to run by us. So I'm thinking, let's save up. Like, I don't know how many missions require this open or closed door. Let's go with Caltrops, which means we don't do anything yet, just because movement seems to be so key. And if we're able to stop the opponent's movement, that will serve us really well in the future. Okay, so we've done all of our heroes, all of our shopping. Let's go ahead and now see if we can upgrade the Overlord's deck, because the Overlord also gets experience. So let's go ahead, make their deck pack. Let's put this back as well. Alright, so we have 1 universal card left, and then we have a stack of the Magus Overlord deck. So we're going to flip a card on a 1, 2, or 3. Let's go ahead and just review this. we were doing the single class Overlord deck. If it's 1, 2, or 3, we're drawing from the Magus Overlord deck. If it's a 4, we draw the last universal card. And it's a 4, so we get the last universal card, Dark Remedy, where we get to purge tokens. So when I was doing stunned on Ulrich, that would have had no effect. Okay, I swear I'm shuffling these things. Right, 3, 1, 1. Oh, I didn't. First there I didn't, but 1. Yeah. So 4. We've gone through the 3 universal cards. So now let's see if we purge a card. If we draw a 3 or 4, we remove a basic card from the deck to keep the deck slim. This has happened every time so far. It's a 1. No cards are removed. So after this, we'll be drawing straight from the Magus Overlord deck, and call that good. Wait a second. Why are these blitz cards not in the deck? Oh no. Hold on. Hold on. There's a blitz. I don't know why these blitz cards were not in there. They definitely seem like they should be. Anywho, I'll read up on that. This might have been a goof. Maybe that's why things have been a little easier than I would suspect. But yeah, I think that will do it for us right now. Castle Daerion Encounter 2 successfully completed. Next up, Cardinal's Plight or Masquerade Ball. Not sure which one we'll do next. Fat Goblin, you know, that's just, it seems to be another generic one. I'm not alright with that. I like to do the more fun ones. I've done Masquerade Ball once before. Cardinal's Plight does not ring a bell, so I might end up doing that one just so I have a chance to play a different one than I've done in the past. Yeah, so I think that'll do it for me right now. I am the Tie-Dye Guy, and we will catch you next time playing Descent 2nd Edition.